and welcome back to Nelson All Over Cards. Today we're doing another Marvel Champions two-handed gameplay where we're taking Claw with Klaw. Basically, this is a idea that was brainstormed on one of the live streams by Giant Lasagna, and it is Claws, so X23 Wolverine, against Klaw running Lady Deathstrike, who also has some claws. So Claw with claws. So it's wild, it's wonky, it's fun. If you want to jump straight to the gameplay, you can absolutely do so using the timestamps below, but we're going to go through and talk about the decks. So we're going to be running an Aggression Wolverine deck with a lot of X-Men. A lot of this is built around supporting X23 and getting Honey Badger ready multiple times, then getting Lara ready multiple times. So we got Sunfire, Psylocke, Magic, X, Colossus, and Angel. Just a plethora of X-Men allies, which is going to trigger Utopia. We got 2 copies of combat training. The first one is going to come over here on Lara, but it also gets it out quicker. This is not a rush game, but it is, I feel like I say this a lot of times, and it turns into a build game. It's going to be a pretty decent tempo-based game where we're just going to be pushing consistently throughout the entire game. We got 2 copies of attack training. There's that Utopia I was talking about. X-Jet, X-Mansion, team building exercise. Now, team building exercise in here is fun because I want to exploit a rule that I learned. I think it was Trap It who told me about it. If not, I'm sorry. But because this is a hero action, you can exhaust team building exercise and play a card from your hand that shares the trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. Because this is an action, you actually can use team building exercise to play an ally off turn. So if you call on an action, you can call on team building exercise, which then allows you to play a card, meaning that you can trigger Utopia and ready Lara on her turn. Helicarrier, Danger Room for the attack training, and spoiler alert, Moira, Mansion. Got 2 copies of Honorary X-Men. Lara is going to be given that Honorary X-Men, and then probably the second one dropped on Logan. Got Specialized Training, which I forgot to get the specialized cards out. We got Combat Specialist for Lara, and I think I actually haven't figured that out. Probably Surveillance Specialist for Logan. The one that gives you +1 support, superpower training, build support, and our doubles. That's going to be the Wolverine deck. A lot of kind of support for Lara, no additional attack events, and so I kind of wanted to do something a little different with this, and so an aggression build without any attack events for Wolverine I felt like was a little different. Then we got Lara. Lara's got Polaris and Iceman as her 2 added allies. We got 3 copies of Game Time and 3 copies of Protective Training. Because we're going to have Danger Room, and the idea is to have one of us in Alter Ego every other turn, or every turn, where we're flipping and flopping. Danger Room can be triggered by anybody with the mutant trait, so we can trigger it with Lara or Logan, even though Logan controls the card. So any ally comes out, we'll probably drop a training on them. We got First Aids, Mutant Educations, What Doesn't Kill Me, Leading Blow, Counterpunch, Endurance, and a med team. Now, I'm not running doubles. That's the weird wonky thing about this deck. No doubles, very low cost curve. I think there's only 9 cards that cost 2 or more. So probably still could run doubles, but I didn't want to. I wanted to try something else. So we are going to be taking on Expert Klaw and with the Deathstrike modular set. So we will see. We shall see. Klaw, the Underground Distribution. Search the encounter deck for the Defense Network side scheme and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Advance to stage 2B. The Defense Network comes out. It says when revealed, place an additional 1 threat per player here. So that's going to be 2 threat, and I have that incorrect. That should actually be 2. That should be 4 total threat. Math is hard. And that comes with a crisis icon, meaning that we cannot take threat off the main scheme. Boom. Okay. Then, when Klaw is revealed, we have to search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. The Immortal Klaw has an acceleration icon. And it also says that Klaw gets +10 hit points. Then when the scheme is defeated, he loses those hit points. That comes in with 6 threat, 3 threat per player. And I actually did not put those extra hit points up here, so let's go ahead and drop that. Someday I will buy myself a extra set of 5 and 10 hit points now that I'm doing more two-handed plays, but until then we're just gonna, that's the 10 hit points that comes from the threat. That's how we're going to justify that to ourselves. Klaw also has a special bonus that says forced interrupt. When Klaw attacks, we have to give him 1 additional boost card. Starts out with 18 health per player, so 36 health. 46 with Immortal Klaw. When revealed, we have to discard cards. Oh, that's my deck. We have to discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. Our first player here is going to be Logan because he's running all those player side schemes. And then, so if we can get the player side scheme out on Logan's turn, X23 can help with the thwarting of that if we can luck into one turn 1. There are like armor guards and everything in here, but Lady Deathstrike is in here and she's not super nice. I'm hoping that we don't necessarily get her first because I think that will change how we approach the game. But let's go ahead and discard until we get. I shuffled. We just shuffled. It's just 3 standard armor guard. Perfect. So guard and toughness. Excellent. Logan gets 6 cards. We've got a specialized training and a Utopia turn 1. Regenerative healing, a energy. Oh my gosh, look at this team. Combat training as well. Shoot. An honorary X-Men. Oh my gosh. That is a very, very decent hand right there. I think honorary X-Men, Utopia, and specialized training are the plays. If we do that, we cannot play combat training. We don't need regenerative healing. We're definitely mulliganing regenerative healing. I'm trying to figure out if we want to keep... We're going to keep combat training. We do have another combat training in here. So we're going to get a slice and dice, which actually... Yeah, we'll use combat training, slice and dice to take out the armored guard. Big fan of Logan's hand. We got a first aid we don't need. We got a protective training we don't need. Maybe, actually, first aid we don't need. What doesn't kill me, we cannot play. Unless we actually can use Claw Mastery. Or Claw, X23 Claws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Protective training. Wow, that may be the hardest mulligan I've ever taken. I think I'm going all 6 cards here. Which does get us closer to cards like Grim Resolve. We got Counterpunch. Did I go through? I don't think I went through X23's deck. So I apologize about that. It's a protection deck. Oh yeah, I did. It's very low cost curve. Adamantium lacing. Yo, team, this is... I'll take that. I will take that. Perfect. I think... Oh, sick. We have a animal instinct. We may be able to take down... Maybe able to take down specialized training. We'll see. Okay. So Logan, we're putting Wolverine's claws. Laura, we're putting her claws into play. Laura has an action. We're not going to be using that this turn, but let's use an energy to play Utopia. So if each of your allies has the X-Men trait, we increase the ally limit by 1. And then after an ally or an X-Men ally enters play, we can exhaust Utopia, ready an X-Men character. When we flip up, we have the X-Men trait, meaning that we can play honorary X-Men over here on Laura. Now she can be ready using Utopia. We're going to use a combat training to play specialized training. That's going to come in with 10 threats. Threat. And then we are going to Wolverine's Claws. So exhaust Wolverine's Claws, choose an attack event in your hand and take damage equal to the printed cost. So we're going to take 3 damage to play Slice and Dice. This gains piercing, so it's going to take out the armor guard and then deal 3 damage over here to Klaw. So Wolverine will go ahead and thwart 2 off of specialized training. Laura's turn. Let's go ahead and flip up. We're going to thwart for 2 off of specialized training. We're going to use X23's claws to take 2 damage. We get +2 attack. We're going to stand up. So now we are at 3 attack. Yeah, we could play leading blow here, but I'm not 100% sure that I trust myself that that's not a 3 boost. If it's a 3 boost, then everything messes up. Let's go ahead and thwart. So when X23 makes a basic thwart, she gets +X, where X is equal to her attack, so it's a total of 5. That takes that down to 1. Okay. We use leading blow to play Grim Resolve. Then we will use Grim Resolve, take a damage to play Adamantium Lacing. I'm thinking about that, actually. I was like, I can play Counterpunch and do, 6 damage to Klaw. But actually, instead of that, we're going to just use one of these Counterpunches to pay for Adamantium Lacing, and we're just going to dig a little bit deeper. So we get +2 hit points. We gain Retaliate 1, and our basic attacks gain Piercing. Not too shabby. Cool. And that's turn 1. We have no blockers, so that kind of stinks, but here we are. I'm going to stand up. Wolverine is going to get a Honorary X-Men, a Helicarrier, the X-Jet, Moira 2/4, and a Strength. Nice. 23 has got Claw Mastery, Regenerative Longevity, Sisterhood, Claw Mastery, and a Polaris. Perfect. We're going to start by adding 3 threat here to the main because of that acceleration token. Claw is then going to activate against Wolverine. Wolverine will... We're looking at 1 + 2 boost cards. Technically could be lethal here. I don't think we really... We're going to roll the dice. So 4 total, so that's 5 damage. Yikes. Then we're going to be blocking over here with X23. So we are defending for 2. Got... Oh no, she only took 2. Aha! So no damage taken. Usually we want to at least have 1 damage come through. But did not happen. Alrighty, let's give out encounter cards. Wolverine has got a Lady Deathstrike with Quick Strike. After Lady Deathstrike attacks and damages a character, that character discards 1 random card from their hand. We are going to block here because we die if we don't. Over here, we've got Sinking Vengeance. If Lady Deathstrike is in play, she activates against you. Otherwise, searching counter deck and discard power for Lady Deathstrike and put her into play engaged with you. This comes in with 5 threat. She's going to activate against X23, dealing 2 damage. And it is a random card from our hand. Polaris. Ooh, that's actually... I don't like that at all, actually. Alrighty. Well, that's some fun, exciting things that are happening. Pass this over here. Wolverine. Oof. Oof. Wolverine heals. Yeah, it's after the player phase, not after his turn begins. I want to get that specialized training. And now that I'm looking at it, I actually may give... No, we'll go Surveillance Specialist for Wolverine. Because I think he'll need to help a lot with the thwarting. Okay, let's go ahead and use X23's claws to take 2 damage, give us +2 attack to 3 attack. We're going to use a Grim Resolve to generate a wild resource to play Claw Mastery to get +2 attack, and she gains Overkill while Honey Badger's in play, but Honey Badger is not in play. I think we're leaving specialized training here. I think we need to take out Lady Deathstrike more than anything. So let's go ahead and attack for 2, 4, 5. Why did I think I had more? I don't have more. Just kidding. Hold on. Rewind. Undo, undo, undo. So we can leave Lady Deathstrike out. In which case, we're just going to not take the damage from the claws. We're going to do Grim Resolve, which will ready us, generating a wild resource. We're going to use Claw Mastery to play Sisterhood. Exhaust Sisterhood and discard an X23 card from your hand. Search your deck and discard powerful Honey Badger and add her to your hand. We don't have enough to pay for Honey Badger, but we will just go ahead and thwart down Specialized Training. I'm going to get a Combat Specialist over here for X23. So after she makes a basic attack, then she gets to draw a card. And Surveillance Specialist over here for Wolverine. +1 thwart. Then after we make a basic thwart, we get to draw a card. We will use Claw Mastery to play Regenerative Longevity to heal 4 damage, which is just going to take us back up to 11, which is our max. Sweet. We're going to stay up with X23. We're going to roll down with Logan. I think that's going to be the way that we do that. Okay, let's use, do you want X-Jet or Helicarrier? Probably Helicarrier. That's going to help X23 play a lot more cards. Okay, yeah. Well, X-Jet also works because X-Jet, now that X23 is a X-Men. Okay, sweet. Let's use a Strength and a Helicarrier to play the X-Jet. We're going to exhaust the X-Jet and use Honorary X-Men to play Moira. And we're going to flip down to Logan. Okay, let's stand up. And we've started our alternating being an alter ego. X23 has got a leading blow, regenerative longevity, a mutant education, an endurance, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a what doesn't kill me. Logan has got a adamantium skeleton. That's going to be really nice. Slice and dice, magic. Attack training 2 for Sunfire, Jubilee. Ooh, Jubilee, nice. We're going to add 4 thread here, taking this up to 7. Klaw is going to activate against X23. We will defend for 1, 3. That's perfect right there. We take 1 damage and we ready because our living weapon ability is once per phase. Klaw is going to scheme on Wolverine for 4, 5. That's enough to pop. It was a risk. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. Engage with the first player. Got a weapons runner. Advance to 2B. So this thwarts out at 16. Okay. Encounter cards. X23 has got Sonic Boom. Either spend 1 of each resources or exhaust each character you control. I think we just exhaust those resources. Or exhaust our hero. Or actually, hold on. If we go Mutant Education, we don't need Mutant Education right now. We don't really need What Doesn't Kill Me. And then we can Grim Resolve. We don't have to exhaust. Then we can get multiple activations next turn. Logan has got an Assault, which is going to surge into a Self-Isolation. Search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for Honey Badger and place her face down under this obligation. Sweet. Oh, she was the bottom card. If you cannot deal, after you make a basic recovery, discard this obligation and Honey Badger. Okay. So that gets interesting because we could probably not care about that for a little bit. I think once we get Danger Room, we'll see. Okay, Logan over here. I think I want to. I'm going to heal for 6. It's going to take me up to 10. I'm going to flip up to Wolverine. Moira is going to exhaust to draw us a card into Lunging Strike. Sick. Nice. I'm going to turn on my fan. I was like, it's really warm in here. Okay. Let's go ahead and use X-Jet, Sunfire to play Jubilee. We are going to choose Klaw. We're going to use Utopia to ready Wolverine. So we both get +2 attack while we're attacking Klaw. We're going to use Wolverine's Claws to take 3 damage, go down to 7, to play Lunging Strike here, which is going to overkill 2 on Klaw. Okay. We're going to thwart for 3 off of the defense network. We're going to exhaust Surveillance Specialist and draw into Superpower Training. Huh. Let's use Jubilee to take out the defense network. I need that to be not around anymore. We can move this up to its proper position. Slice and Dice and Magic will play Adamantium Skeleton, which is going to give us +4 hit points, which is going to take us to 11. And our basic attacks get Piercing. We use Attack Training to play Superpower Training. That comes with 6. Nice. Cool. I would call that a good turn for Wolverine. Let's go over here to X23. Let's go ahead and attack to take out Weapons Runner. Combat Specialist will trigger and we will draw into Game Time. Don't need Game Time, but we will use X23's Claws. We get +2 attack. Now we're at 4 attack. Yeah, we're at 4 attack. We will attack Klaw with a leading blow. So when you make a basic attack, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Reduce your hero's attack by that. And if it does still do damage, we get to ready. So -2, so that's 2. That's 5. 4. 2. I don't know why that was such hard math for me. But it was. Leading blow. Sweet. And we get to ready because we still did damage. Let's use a Game Time to play Endurance. So we get +3 hit points. It's going to take us up to 10. I think we leave Seeking Vengeance out. The encounter deck is fairly small. And so that's just another pull of Lady Deathstrike, and I really don't want to be pulling Lady Deathstrike. And so I think I can offset that 1 acceleration token fairly easily. Have we seen our advances? I think we've seen 1. There's 1. Oh, we've seen both of our advances, so we just have to be a little careful. Not as careful as in true solo, but I went to stage 2 sooner than I wanted to. Let's take this down to 4. Thwart a Mortal Claw. Mortal Claw is one that we probably do have to deal with. We'll flip down. And we'll stand up. Wolverine gets 5. We got a Genius, an attack training. There's Danger Room. That's cool. Angel 2, 4. Psylocke is 5. 2, 4, 5. Psylocke is also probably a really good play at this point in the game to confuse Klaw. Yeah. Probably over Danger Room. Maybe. Puncture Wound. What doesn't kill me? Puncture Wound. Leading Blow. First Aid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mutant Education. I think we will go ahead and make that basic recovery to get Honey Badger, because I am ready for Honey Badger. Let's add 4 threat to the main. Klaw is going to attack us. We will block with Jubilee. It's going to be 1, 5 total. It's enough to knock Jubilee into the Shadow Realm. And then we're scheming over here on Lara for 2, 3. Puts us at 7. Yeah, threat may be an issue. Our encounter card here is Hack and Slash. Discard 1 random card from your hand and take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. Yeah. One. Well, that makes that decision a lot easier in whether or not I'm playing Danger Room. I probably should have put Forge in Wolverine's deck. We have a lot of X-Men supports. I feel like Forge would actually be really good in the deck. We got Weapons Runner, which is going to surge into a Hack and Slash, discard 1 random card. This is actually fine, because we're going to heal regardless. Come over here to Lara. Let's go ahead and just make a basic recovery. So we are at 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. We actually don't heal to full. That's interesting. We heal to 15. I'd rather have the pretty health over here. Klaw can have the threat health, because Klaw is a threat. We get to discard Self-Isolation and Honey Badger. We're going to shuffle the Honey Badger ally into our deck and draw a card, knowing that Sisterhood can search our deck or discard pile. And so this is just a +1 card for us. Animal Instinct. Ooh, okay, nice, actually, yeah. Heck yeah. Sweet. We will flip up with X23. We're going to X23's Claws, take 2 damage. We get to ready and we get +2 attack. We will attack using a leading blow on Weapons Runner. -2, so we do have lethal there. We get to stand up. Combat Specialist is going to draw us into Honey Badger. Let's go. Nice. Ooh, that was exciting. Okay. Let's use First Aid and Grim Resolve to play Honey Badger. No, wait, hold on. Let's think about this. First, X23 is going to thwart using Animal Instinct. So we'll thwart 6 here. Take down Superpower Training. We'll go find a upgrade, which is Pain Tolerance. After you play an X23 card, including this one, heal 1 damage from our identity. And check this out. I'm going to remember to find an upgrade for Wolverine. Do we have... Oh, we got I Got Better, which is actually pretty funny. Berserker Frenzy. I don't think I want Berserker Frenzy. I think it is I Got Better. Yep. We're going to play I Got Better. So when you would be defeated by an enemy attack, instead, set your hit point value to 5. which the start of the turn, I needed to heal. And ready your identity and discard the card. Now that we are exhausted, we will use the Grim Resolve. Don't remember if I took the damage or not. And a first aid to play Honey Badger. Utopia will trigger and ready X23. Honey Badger is there. I was yeah. Being able to play Honey Badger while one of us has an alter ego. Oh, we don't have Danger. Never mind. Just kidding. Oh, I forgot Moira. Yell at me. I know it's like after the fact, but still yell at me because it'll make me feel better. Or feel worse, and maybe I'll remember it. Okay. We have 4 attack. Let's go ahead and I think we're going to be able to get... We'll be able to take out a Mortal Claw. We're going to attack 4 here. Honey Badger will thwart 1. Since Honey Badger takes a damage, we get to ready X23. X23 will attack for 4 more. Okay. We're going to throw 2 puncture wounds on Klaw, which will heal us 2. We have a What Doesn't Kill Me, and we're going to just toss that. Okay. It is Wolverine's turn. We're going to start out Wolverine's turn by thwarting down the Immortal Claw, which is going to reduce his health by 10, and also take this acceleration down. We get Surveillance Specialist to draw us a card, which is a Lunging Strike. Nice. We'll go X-Jet, Genius, and Angel to play Psylocke. Psylocke comes in with 2 counters, and when we attack, which we will, we can interrupt, deal a damage, and confuse the attacked enemy. So that's 1 damage. We need 1 more. This goes down to 9. Okay. Do we toss attack training on Honey Badger, or do we play I think let's use a Lunging Strike to play attack training on Honey Badger. So Honey Badger gets +2 hit points and +1 attack. Do we flip down here? I think we do. Yeah, let's go ahead and flip down with Logan. This is an issue. We're going up to 10 out of 16. We have both of our advances in the discard pile, and we have a potential of drawing 1, so I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and stand up, because we're only going to get 3 boost cards. No, we're going to get 2 boost cards. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. X23 gets 5 cards. We got Med Team. This is our build support card, so I'm not going to be playing that. But once we get build support from Logan's deck, that's what we'll target. Protective Training, Mutant Education, Iceman, and Counterpunch. Nice. Sweet. We'll actually Counterpunch right here. Oh, and Klaw has... I think Klaw's -1 attack caps at 0. I don't think it goes to negative. So... we got Logan with X. Oh, there's another source of confuse. Regenerative Healing, Berserker Barrage, Tracked by Scent, Logan's Cabin 2, 4, 5. Ooh, Logan's Cabin gets so much more playable in multiplayer. Where you exhaust your cabin, shuffle a Wolverine card from your discard pile into your deck. Heck yeah. Sweet. Okay, we're going to add 3. Take us up to 10. We're going to attack over here. We're going to defend. So we're 0 plus 2 boost cards. 1. Ah, dang. We don't take any damage. That's fine. Okay, and then we're confused on Logan. We'll pass out cards. That's enough to give us, or to run us through the encounter deck. And I think a big thing that we're going to be focusing on this turn is thwarting. Yeah, I think we need to thwart a good bit. Because if we can get that down to 0, we feel much better about our lives. First one, attach the Klaw. After he attacks and damages the character, stun that character. One of each resources to discard it. That's going to have to go. Master Plan, we're going to add 4th right here. Okay, we're not going to thwart that down. Okay. This is going to pass to Logan. After the player phase begins, we're going to deal 6 damage to Klaw. Logan's in his alter ego form, so he can't do anything. Okay, let's use Regenerative Healing to play Logan's Cabin. Running out of space. We'll go ahead and exhaust Logan's Cabin to shuffle 1 Wolverine card, which will be probably Jubilee. Yeah. Let's go Jubilee back into the deck. Okay. We'll flip up. We'll remember Moira this time. Draw into Avengers Mansion. Honestly, I don't know if Mansion is the right play here. Okay. I think if we use X... Oh, let's thwart here. Let's take this down to 7. Surveillance Specialist will draw us into Jubilee. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's use X-Jet. Okay, hold on. So the play here... Oh, wait, no. We can trigger Utopia with Professor X. For some reason, I was thinking, it's like, oh, Jubilee's... We want to play Jubilee to trigger Utopia, but let's go X-Jet, Jubilee, and Berserker Barrage to get rid of the Sonic Converter. And then we're going to use everything to play X. X will thwart 3 here, taking this down to 4. And also, we're going to confuse. That's a damage there. We're going to leave Psylocke. We're not going to have her, but we'll Utopia to ready Wolverine and then thwart. Yeah. Take that down to 1. Sweet. I forgot to counterpunch. Okay. We actually may just play Med Team here. Yeah, I think we will. Let's go ahead and use Counterpunch, Iceman, and Protective Training. Or do we want to play Iceman? No. To play Med Team. Comes in with 3 counters. We can exhaust to heal 2 damage from a friendly character. I like how they specified friendly there. We're going to X23's Claws. Give us +2 attack and stand up. We'll make a basic attack of 4 here. Combat Specialist will draw us into a game time. Sick. Nice. Nice. Honey Badger will attack for 2. When Honey Badger takes a damage, we will ready X23. X23 will attack for 4. Take us down to 1. I think we... There's no reason for us not to push here. So let's game time. To ready Honey Badger and heal. We will attack for 2. I have Retaliate 1, don't I? Yeah. Two-handed breaks my head. Okay, so I'll remember that now. I think we stay up actually. It's Med Team Honey Badger. Yeah, I think we stay up. I think this confuse is worse than no, we're gonna flip down because we have another confuse with Psylocke, so we might as well flip down. The Retaliate is what I was trying to save there, but we have a Psylocke Interrupt which can poke 1 and then flip and then attack, which would knock off the tough, and we have piercing. But let's go ahead and stand up. We got 2 cards here. I'm gonna shuffle. I do really like playing this whole like super low cost curve. It feels like I do so much on Lara's turn. Specialized Training turn 1 was a really good pull. Okay, so we got Game Time, Sisterly Bond, What Doesn't Kill Me, Animal Instinct, First Aid, Animal Instinct. Stand up here. With those Animal Instincts, I don't care if I pull an advance at this point. And then we got 2, 4, 5. We don't deck out with Wolverine, which is really, really nice. We got Berserker Frenzy, Team Building Exercise, Combat, Colossus, and there's the Expansion. We're going to start out by adding 4 here, which takes this to 5. We're going to block Klaw's attack. So it's going to be 1, 3, 5. There goes Lady Deathstrike, which is... love seeing that go. See, Professor? I'll say it. I'll do it. I'll call him Prof. And then we're confused over here with Lara. Pass out encounter cards. Wolverine has got an illegal arms factory. When revealed, place an additional 1 threat per player here. So that comes in with 5. We may have Lara spend some time taking care of that because I don't like hazards. We got Sound Manipulation. Claw heals 4 damage if no damage was healed this way. This card gains Surge. Alright. And a Gang Up, which is going to Surge because we're in Alter Ego, to Adamantium upgrades. Attach to an enemy without a copy of Adamantium upgrades. It gains Piercing. Or the attacked enemy gains Piercing and it's +2 attack. That's not great. I think Sunfire is buried in the discard pile. Yeah. 1 of each resource. Gross. I want to get rid of that. Okay, this is going to pop over to Lara. We don't have anything that we want to do in Alter Ego, but we're going to flip up and remember Moira. We get to draw into a Protective Training. It's probably too late, but I can shuffle Sisterly Bond, so I probably should have used Sisterly Bond to pay. I don't know what I would have paid for, so never mind. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and we have a Animal Instinct, and so after we use our claws, we can clear illegal arms factory in 1 go. That's not a big deal. We have another Animal Instinct, which we can clear Secret Rendezvous. I'm trying to figure out if this is just a... We have so many readies. Holy cow. Let's just... X23 can play so many cards when our cost curve is this low. It's actually kind of crazy. So let's do... We're just going to push Klaw. And if we can get rid of Adamantium upgrades... Awesome. If we can't, we'll have Psylocke as a blocker. Wolverine will be an Alter Ego, and so we can leave Adamantium 1 turn. We've already seen 1 of the activations here, which I think Claw is like 5, 4, 4 or 5. Okay, let's go crazy. Let's just do it. We're gonna start out by attacking for 2 here. Take us down to 3. Okay. Let's use X23's claws. We get +2 attack, and we'll stand up and we take 2 damage. Okay. We will thwart using an animal instinct to clear illegal arms factory. And I forgot to combat specialist, so when we attacked here, which is another game time. Oh my gosh. Okay. And we get to heal 1 because of pain tolerance. Okay. This is ridiculous. I love it. Okay, so we have thwarted. We've used our living weapon ready already. So let's go ahead and have Honey Badger attack for 2 here, which will ready X23. We will thwart using Animal Instinct. Actually, I think we want Wolverine to thwart because he gets a card draw when he does that. I think what I should have done first is thwarted here instead of attacking Klaw for 2. Wolverine could have cleared it, and I would have felt a lot better about that. But I think leaving it at 2 is going to be okay. Yeah. So instead, let's go ahead and attack for 4. Ah, that's so annoying. Fine, we're just gonna thwart and clear this. Okay. Let's play game time. To heal 1 and ready Honey Badger. Honey Badger will attack for 2, which will push Klaw. Klaw comes in with toughness. When Klaw attacks, given 1 additional boost card, he comes in with 22 health per player. He's a 3/2. So it's going to be 44 health. $20, $30, $40. And because Honey Badger took a damage, we get to ready X23. X23 is going to attack for 4. She does have piercing because of her adamantium lacing. I'm going to take 4 here. Let's play game time to ready Honey Badger and heal 1. We're going to attack with Honey Badger using Sisterly Bond. So when Honey Badger thwarts our attacks, we get to add the additional. So this is going to be 4 plus 2 is 6. So that's 10. We owe 4. And because Honey Badger took a damage, we get to ready X23. X23 will attack for 4. Okay. We will use a Grim Resolve, take a damage, and a Protective Training to play What Doesn't Kill Me. This is generating a physical, so we will heal 2 and stand up. And we'll attack for 4 more. Down to 26. We have a first aid. I don't think we need to use the first aid. Okay, so Wolverine's turn. I think to start us out, we're just gonna. No, that's gone. Okay, so we don't need the card. I don't think we actually do need the card. So we get +1 attack here. I don't think I've made an attack where that mattered, but it is good to know. Colossus is 2. Our Colossus costs 3. Play team building exercise and Colossus. If we wanted to. If we did that, we have team building exercise for probably 1 turn. I don't actually know if that's worth... I think it is. Okay, let's go combat training and berserker frenzy for a team building exercise. Use team building exercise, the X-Jet and X-Mansion to play Colossus. Actually, first we're going to attack, and then we're going to ready Wolverine and attack again. So that's going to be 6 total. Colossus will hit him for 3. Down to 17. Psylocke will hit for 2 and confuse. Okay. We are going to flip down to Logan. Oh, confuse. Flip down to Logan. Let's use Logan's cabin to shuffle a lunging strike back into the deck. Draw a deck of 3 cards. So let's go ahead and stand up. We probably could have just stayed in hero form. I think we probably should have done that. Oh well. X23 has a first aid. We're going to toss the first aid. We're going to draw up to first aid, protective training, leading blow, counterpunch. Oh, heck yeah. And a claw mastery. Don't forget counterpunch this time, Nelson. And Wolverine has got lunging strike, tracked by scent, berserker barrage, and a counter card. And 3 more cards. This is a fun matchup. This is a really, this. It's just like they're both really, really powerful heroes that can just throw damage. Slice and dice. 4, 5. Oh, final turn Avenger Mansion drop. Anyone? Anyone? Alrighty. We're gonna add 4th threat here. Klaw is going to attack for 2. We're gonna block here. 2. Put Weapons Runner into play engaged. And if it deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Okay, so we are already exhausted. Boost happens first, and then as a response, we can ready. But we have Retaliate. And then we will also Counterpunch to deal 4. And since we took damage, we get to ready. Okay, Weapons Runner is going to poke us for 1. Wait, we actually didn't take damage. We took no damage on that attack. But Weapon Runner is going to poke us for 1, then we'll stand up there. That's twice now that we've not taken damage. Huh. Klaw is confused against Logan. Let's deal out encounter cards. And then go home. Under fire, surge. Oh. Spoke too soon. Advance for 3, 4. And we've got an armor guard. Toughness. Alrighty, we got a hack and slash. Discard random card from your hand and take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. Two, 3. 2, 1 damage. And we've got a sound manipulation. Klaw heals 4 damage. Let's pass this over to Logan. We'll count and see how much damage we can do, because that sounds fun. Let's go ahead and flip up. Moira will trigger to draw us into a build support. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do Wolverine's Claws to play Berserker Barrage. We will take 2 damage. This goes down to 9. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If it defeats an enemy, you can take 2 damage and repeat the ability. We're going to take out the armored guard. It has piercing because of our claws. We will take 2 damage and deal 4 damage here. Energy and build support. We'll play Lunging Strike to deal 8 damage here. Take us down to 2. Wolverine will attack, and we're going to start counting up. So we have the victory. Oh, we have +2 here. Haha. So we would have stood up regardless. Cool. We got 3. Goes to 4. Psylocke takes us to 5. I'm tapped out. Too many expensive cards. But X23 still gets a turn. And X23 current turns are fun. Okay, let's go ahead and attack for 2. X23's claws will stand up. We'll take 2 damage. Now we're at 4 attack. We'll attack for 4. To 11 excess damage. Honey Badger will attack for 2. Ready X23. X23 will attack with a leading blow for 4. 3 total damage. Takes us up to 16. And we do get to ready. We will attack. And this time I will remember my combat training. So that's going to take us up to 20. Or combat specialist. Which will draw us into a game time. Woo, baby. Oh, Claw Mastery is also in here. Okay. We have a lot of damage. Stand up. Attack for 2. To ready. We'll play Claw Mastery for this final attack for 6. There you go. Woo! Okay, so what is that? 28 extra damage over lethal. Plus, I think we probably made like 4 or 5, probably 4 attacks without Claw Mastery, so that'd be another 8 damage. That was a ton of fun. Yeah, so that is Claws, Claw, Claw with Claw. So Wolverine X23 against Claw with the Death Strike modular set. I highly recommend it. I thought this was a ton of fun. This is a really fun synergy to play with, and it just feels like you're hacking and slashing, and it's a good one. It's a good one. So thank you so very much for hanging out and watching. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around. Peace.